everyone, welcome to C3. I know it's been a while since we've recorded, but we're back and we missed all of you, kind of, sort of. But anyway, I'm Jen, this is Ed, and we have a few pops to talk about that the Collector's Cave has gotten in, and we are also going to talk about the event that we hold at the end of December called Fun Night. And we'll discuss a little bit as far as who can go to that and what the stats are and everything. So stay tuned for that. That will be later on in the video. But yeah, we haven't recorded in a while. We've had Steel CityCon, Palooza has passed, and now we're back on track.
And the kids are back to school, and
thank God. Back to school, fall. Yay!
So Palooza was successful.
Palooza went very well.
Even with the disaster that was the storm the night before.
Yes, even with Lawrenceville being basically shut down, Palooza went off very well.
A lot of people, a lot of new people.
Oh, so, a lot of new people, a lot of new faces, which was very exciting.
Everyone that came out, hope they had a good time.
Yep, absolutely. Steel CityCon went really well too. That was the week before Palooza. Steel CityCon went very well, and we will be at December, same spot, set up, and they just announced a lot of new
guests.
Celebrities, yes.
I mean, the initial list was good, so I'm going to be interested to see as we get closer how big it gets.
Other than Tiffany, Amber, Thiessen, do we have all Saved by the Bell? Or...
Yeah. I think...
Lisa Voorhees.
No, it's not... let's see.
Dustin Diamond, Zach, AJ, Slater.
Slater will be there.
Elizabeth Berkley.
So...
We're just missing two. All the boys and one girl. We're missing two girls. So that'll be exciting. So if you have the Saved by the Bell pops, come get them signed. A lot of cool celebrities, and they still announce more and more.
Lita and Trish are coming, so WWE fans.
Yep. Trish Stratus is coming. Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack Skellington.
Yeah. Chris Sarandon.
Yes.
Carrie Hughes is coming too. So anyone, yes. Princess Bride pops, here we go.
Yep. We should have a few of those. I don't know how many we'll have, but we should have a few of the Princess Bride if you wanted to get those signed. But again, that's in December, so that's something to look forward to. A lot of cool pops that we got in recently. So we're going to take some time and talk about those.
Where do you want to start? You want to start with the president, or?
We'll start with the rock and roll Spider-Man there.
Rock and roll Spider-Man. The cyberpunk Spider-Man.
He's cool looking.
He's very cool. The guitar's a nice touch.
Now that is a PX exclusive. So yes. That is not a part of our typical common pops. He's a Entertainment Earth PX exclusive. So he's very cool to see. Even the back, they have on his back, he has like the spider on his back. His shoes have the Spider-Man face on them. Now, is this from a comic book? Is this concept a comic book Spider-Man, or what is that from?
I believe this comes out of the Into the Spider-Verse line. They're highlighting that because they just announced that Miles Morales. So I believe that's out of that.
Okay.
And the shoes are actually like Converse high tops. So
they're cute. Chucks. Yeah, I like them.
So that's Spider-Man.
And then we have the Captain Marvel in the neon suit, which we just got that in on Saturday. So that's the black suit with all the neon colors. If you remember from the Captain Marvel movie, she was tinkering around with what her suit should look like, and this was one of the concepts that she had. Really cool.
So for Captain Marvel Completist, there's your next Captain Marvel.
I like it.
Then we have the Android Human Torch.
This is a part of the Marvel 80th anniversary.
Yes. This is not to be confused with Fantastic Four Human Torch. This is Robot Human Torch.
I don't know the difference.
He was created during World War II, and he was part of the Invaders.
Oh.
So, but he's actually an android. So, because there's a lot of talk about the Fantastic Four coming back now and possibly new pops.
Okay.
Well, that won't be this one. This is a different Human Torch. So, which this is actually really cool. I love the base. I like how they took advantage of the fact that they could engulf him with a stand almost.
Yeah.
To make him a little self-standing, and he's actually really, really cool.
I like that the flames are translucent.
And I like the high shine body type.
Yeah.
To kind of give him that feel. And this has definitely a 70s comic book vibe to it, because that's like the body style how they drew him.
That is the first one from the 80th anniversary, I think, that we've gotten.
Yeah, so far.
So far. So if you're going to collect the 80th anniversary, this is the first one that we've received, so you'll definitely want to get your hands on that. Then right next to them we have Big, which is the Tom Hanks movie. We haven't gotten the Zoltar yet, but we do have the 2 common pops. So this one's my favorite. This is an iconic scene. I know I've never seen the movie, but I know this scene. Whatever,
Wait,
guys.
You haven't.
Look at him standing on
Even
the piano.
I have seen it.
It's so cute. I love Tom Hanks. He's a national treasure.
That should have actually been a 2-pack.
Him with what?
With the guy, the 2 of them play on the keyboard. They dance together.
Oh, really?
Back and forth, yeah.
And this is him in an oversized suit.
That's right after he.
Now, is this an adult? Is this a child?
No, this is the child version. We'll see. So he's a child who ends up full grown, and then ends up back again.
Okay, so this is child version. This is adult version.
Yes.
Got it. Very important to know. But this one on the piano is just really cool. And this is a common pop. This isn't considered like a movie moment or anything. This is just a standard pop. So just so you know, that's the normal $11.99 price. So then we have the Venomized. Move these guys out of the way.
These guys, they're fun.
The Venomized Pops. We have Groot, we have Rocket, and we have Daredevil.
And
These.
Thanos is still at the cave, right?
Yes, we also, well, we have all of them. There's the X-23, there's Storm, Thanos, Rocket, Groot, and Daredevil. And we have all of them, but these are the newest ones we've received. And these are just so cool looking. Especially this Groot. This almost has like a Demogorgon
Feel to it? It's, they all, I mean, I like how they're basically twisted versions of the characters. Yeah. The Rocket's probably the least of a change outside of the color scheme, but he's still so cool. But the Groot and Daredevil were 2 of the more massive changes.
The Storm one, I got the Storm, and I think she looks amazing.
Well, yeah, they take advantage of the translucent.
Yes, the lightning on her, yeah, absolutely.
Which is pretty cool.
And then the Daredevil here is so neat. I'm going to show you, Ed brought this to our attention right before we started. On the Daredevil, hopefully, can you see that? The D's light up, like when you put a black light on them. You see that?
So that's actually...
That's so cool. What other one did we...
I was playing with the Human Torch, and if you...
why not?
If you run the black light, if you look at the translucent flames, like you run along the front, they give almost like a glow to them, which is actually really cool. These blacklight flashlights, guys, are something really cool. They're not really expensive to have.
I bought mine on Amazon.
But with Pops, more and more, because they're stretching the envelope of what they're doing, you really get a different vibe from some Pops when you do it. Especially the newer glow-in-the-dark
I was
ones.
going to say the glow-in-the-dark, and you don't have to keep it, if it's a glow-in-the-dark, with these blacklight flashlights, you don't have to keep it on there very long. I want to say it heats it up, but it turns it. Do I have another glow-in-the-dark behind me? No, I don't. Is this Jack looks like he's glow-in-the-dark.
I don't know if you're going on. Like, I use the flashlight on my tape.
I don't think that one's glow in the dark. This one, not glow in the dark.
How about Zero? Is Zero glow?
No, that's not the Chase. The Chase is the one that glows in the dark. Hold on. Ed, sing a song.
So Jen ran away on us. Why don't we talk about the President's line that started to come out? One of the ones that come in is the George Washington. And that one's come in, and that's actually really cool. It's a really traditional pose. The detail's really nice on them. They're not overdone to make them not believable. Wasn't sure how nice these would be, but I'm really impressed with the George Washington. Ah.
Okay, hit the lights, Ed. Oh, this is exciting.
Jen has found success.
I love glow-in-the-dark pops.
I used this flashlight on my tick and it was incredible. It was actually a very incredible experience.
It's kind of hard to see probably on the camera. It's really good in person. Let's see if I'll just take it out.
You're gonna take it out?
Yeah. People at home are probably freaking out right now because I'm taking out the...
I'll be honest, I'm getting a little itchy while you're doing it. I mean...
Everybody just needs to calm down. Calm down, everyone. I'm a professional here.
Is that what we're calling it this week?
If it was darker in here, it's not very dark, but...
Yeah, the glows.
It glows. I'm telling you, I'm holding it in front of me and it's glowing. Go ahead, Ed. Sorry.
That's all right. Maybe we'll try to get our hands on something like the tick and we'll show it off with the tick.
You know which one I used it on that worked out really well?
What's
that Entertainment Earth Megazord
Okay.
from Power Rangers. That worked really well. Also, I've seen the Ursula, the 10-inch Ursula.
I haven't seen.
Oh, that looks amazing too. So yeah, Amazon. It's probably like $20. Did we talk about?
We have not talked. That's the last one we talked about.
Perfect. So this is Castaway. Chuck Noland. Is that his name? Never seen the movie.
Another movie. Jen
Never seen the movie. But Tom Hanks, another fantastic Tom Hanks pop. We have two now. Technically, we have a lot of it at the cave now. Tom Hanks. Castaway, big. We received the League of Their Own, Jimmy Dugan, and the Forrest Gump.
Yep, it's the Funko year of Tom Hanks.
And then later on, we'll be getting the Mr. Rogers. Woody, he was the voice, but yeah.
But I mean, if you talk about Buzz Lightyear, that still would be a Tim Allen.
That's true. Tim Allen doesn't have any other pops, though. We need a Tool Time pop. Oh, Santa Claus.
Yes, the Santa Claus. That's
we
right.
have that ordered, too. I can't wait for those.
But they're not here yet, though. So
No.
we're going to have to probably do a big holiday show, right? Because there's Christmas Office.
Yep.
The Santa Claus.
Yep.
Are all coming. The Christmas Marvel Pops will be coming later on.
Yep. The Disney ones.
Christmas Disney.
And then Funko did their own line, Peppermint Lane.
So we might have to do like a Christmas only as we get closer.
I can't wait.
Oh God.
Anyway, so this is Castaway, Tom Hanks. They have Wilson. He's holding Wilson in his hand, which is really cool looking.
A very weathered Wilson, which is kind of funny. The much more weathered. Like,
he's seen better days.
Yes.
But even like the bottoms of his feet are dirty. Like, to me, that's so cool. Like, his legs are dirty, the bottoms of his feet, because he, obviously he's been walking on the beach and everything so that's really cool looking.
And I talked about George already. Now, is George the first presidential one?
George is our first president that we've received. We have Ben Franklin on the way at some point, but George Washington is the first one that we have. The Abraham Lincoln was a Target exclusive, so we won't be getting Abe Lincoln, but we got George Washington and Ben Franklin's on order.
So those two will be coming in.
Yep. And then, like you said, we have those Office Pops.
Office Christmas will be coming.
Also, speaking of the holidays, I know it's only the first week of September, but advent calendars. We have, I believe we still have one Harry Potter left, and we have Marvel, and Fortnite will be coming also. So if you haven't picked those up yet, definitely get your hands on those.
Those are actually really cool. If you're looking for an alternative to Elf on a Shelf, that's a nice alternative to because I'm not an Elf on a Shelf fan.
No, I have never done the Elf on the Shelf. But I agree with you. I think it's cool too because every day you get a little figure.
And it just motivates, I mean, in my mind, a kid, it gives them that motivation to maybe stay a little bit more in the straight and narrow those days.
And I think with the Marvel ones, they're numbered 1 through 31, but it's not holiday themed. You could use that really, I think, any month. So you don't have to wait till December to use an advent calendar. You could actually use, I know the Marvel one anyway, is just rows of numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you could really use it any month.
Chore rewards.
Good for you,
rewards.
Ed.
See
Look
that?
at that.
I have moments.
Chore rewards. Get it?
There you go. Fortnite will be interesting when it comes in, especially for gamer kids. That'll be something a little bit different.
Fortnite. Last year they did Harry Potter, and they did
the Freddy's.
Yes.
They did the Freddy's.
Yes. And the Harry Potter one is different from last year. So if you bought Harry Potter last year, it is different this year. So that's good to know also.
So, and there's all kinds of cool stuff coming down the pipe now. Dungeons and Dragons will have their first pops.
Yep.
Toys for Tots. Toys for Tots has started, everyone.
Oh, that's another thing that has started. Yes.
So let's start getting those toy donations in. Lots of cool prizes last year, so it'll be interesting to see what comes up this year.
Mm-hmm.
But it's already rolling along, so let's help the kids out. Let's fill a couple more school buses for Stuff a Bus this year. That would be a lot of.
Yep, we've started that. So watch our Facebook page that will have our days and times when somebody's there collecting to pass out the tickets. And since we're talking about the end of the year, we might as well just go right into the fun night.
No, Fun Days was in July.
Yeah, Fun Days
was in July. I usually make that mistake. It's your turn.
I know, that was me this time. So Fun Nights is an event that we host at Dave & Buster's for our top 36 customers. It is, this year it is point-based, so it's the number of cards and some other point factors that we have going for gold members. So if you are not a gold member yet, it is a great incentive to become gold because it is an event that's only for gold members. So that gives you something to work towards. And we keep track of it throughout the year. I keep track of gold cards every month, so we know how many you turn in, and everything's based on points. So everything gets points to it. And
there's been a lot of questions recently about why have a gold card. This is one of those events. This is why you work to that point.
Yes, this is one of the many perks of having a gold card.
It's not just getting a gold card.
Correct.
It's not just a card. So this is.
And because we talk so much about Fun Day, if you've watched those videos from July, it's our version of it. It's not exactly, but it's our Pittsburgh version of the big event that Funko hosts in San Diego in July.
But much more exclusive.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody knows each other. It's just, a good time to hang out, eat, drink, play great games, win great prizes, and
it's a great end of the year event.
It is. It's a great way to end the year, and
it gets you past that Christmas depression, because you once the day after Christmas comes, you're like, holidays are over now. It's that one last fling before.
Yeah, one last hurrah before New Year's Eve.
Yep.
So I will go over the points information, the stats. Now, the information that I'm giving is up to August 31st. So you still have September and October to move up or down. This will be the last update before invites go out November 1st. So we will not be giving out any more point information or where you stand after this post, basically. November 1st, the invites will go out, and any pending pre-orders, I know that's a big thing because we're still waiting on a lot of pre-orders, and we still get pre-orders, frequently from Funko. Anything that is pre-ordered that has not come in up to October 31st will count, but it is only going to count for the person who comments, who does the pre-order. And again, that's an exclusive thing for gold members. Again, another great incentive of becoming gold are pre-orders. So any pending pre-order points will go towards that person who comments for the pre-order, and the cutoff is October 31st. With this time with invites, there will not be any particular order as far as that goes. You do have 48 hours though to pay for your ticket. If it's not done in the 48 hours, your ticket will then be released, and it will obviously go on to the next person. But you have 48 hours for that. And as far as this goes, this is the top 50. I'm not giving out any point as far as what your points are right now, but if you want to know your exact number, you can message Chuck. He can give you that information, but you only have 24 hours. So if you message Chuck on Wednesday, he's not going to have that information. So you only have 24 hours. So basically, once I post this video, 24 hours from then.
And only your points.
Right.
So
only your points. You can't ask about anybody else's. We'll only provide your point information. Just to be fair, of course. And
how about going into Fun Nights this year?
Oh, yes. This is different. So what we're doing this year is you will enter by the order of your stat. So obviously, if you're number one will go in first. You can sit anywhere once you're inside. But if number one wants to sit by somebody who's number 12 should probably try to make their way up closer, because you are not permitted to tell somebody they can't sit with you. So if number one walks in and number two walks in and wants to sit with number one, number two will sit with number one. If you tell that person they can't sit with you, you will be asked to leave. So we're all friends. This isn't a popularity contest. This isn't, we're not making it a personal thing. So
and just the thing, that's always been the way it's been.
Yes, it's always been.
Way
the only thing that's changed is the order of how you go in. Because we've had people show up at Dave & Buster's at noon, and the event doesn't start till 6. I'm sorry, I had something in my throat. I apologize. But this way you don't have to kill yourself to get there. It'll go in the order of your stat. But again, your order can change. So this isn't set in stone. Only you can control that. Again, this is nothing personal, guys. We're basing everything off of numbers. So please, again, this can all change with a few purchases. It doesn't take a whole lot. A few pre-orders. I was going through pre-orders. There are people who have ordered one whole set of something. So it's 24 signatures of something. So at any moment, when any of that comes in or is counted, it can bump up or move people down. So this can all change. So again, nothing personal, and it's all points based. We appreciate everybody that shops at our store. This is just something a party that we hold for those who really make the cave what we want it to be, which is of course successful and everything.
And if you miss out, there's always next year.
Exactly.
It's nothing personal. It's always, and there's always been. Possible Palooza is a really cool event that the cave puts on. That again, no other store does that. Nobody else does that.
No, we try really hard to set ourselves apart from other stores. And
this is probably the one event that is if you use the word selected, this is probably the only event that's that way.
Yeah. And then the number one spot, which everybody should strive for, number one, they are Gold Member of the Year. They receive a 9-inch Golden Freddy that's from us, and of course a golden ticket. So that's exciting for the number one spot. But I will go through these. This is going to be 1 through 50. I will start, of course, with 1 and work my way down. So, again, if you have any questions, 24 hours to message Chuck and ask him once this video is posted. So let me go ahead and read these numbers. I'll start with 1. I'm not going to read numbers, I'm just going to read names. Jake Pancari, David Smecker, Rob Tapler, Brian Goodman, Ed White, James Lewis, Matt McGuigan, David Shibler, David Katzman, Kristen McDonald, Veronica Palmer, Chrissy Smith, Aaron Furianto, Jimmy Schaefer, Mike Cetra, Brian Waldron, Chris Smith, Harry McCarthy, Brenna C. Brenna, you know I'm going to botch your name, so I'm sorry. I'm just going to say Brenna C. Alicia Turak, Dave Schultz, Eric Zayton, Dom Weiser, Charlie McNerney, Alicia Dombrowski, Ian McDonald, Jonathan Vertisick, Jason Hales, Christopher Brill, Dustin Carson, Mike Surkoch, Dave Kiger, Tom Skapansky, Graham Taylor, Megan Hales, Chris Johnson. That's 36. Now the names that I'm reading now are 37 through 50. These are very close. So the point of reading this is, again, anything can change. So it's an incentive for those people to make their way up, and it's also for those who I've just named to want to keep their points, you know, to make sure they hold their spot. So 37, Sherry White, Luke Damey, Kenny Solelli, Jesse Menudo, Nick Studebaker, Ben Hugo, Chris Snyder, Emily Elizabeth, Cullen Jennery, Dave Surkoch, Justin Kerr, Jim Gordon, Brent Poirier, and Chris Kabanicki. I botched that one and I apologize, but that's 1 through 50. So again, that can change with one pre-order coming in, with, you know, any of the other ways to earn points through the Gold Lounge. So if you have any questions, again, you can message Chuck. But those are the stats. We will not be discussing the stats anymore.
This is the last time?
This is the last time. November 1st, though, invites will start. And again, you can message us if you have any other questions. Of course, at any time. You don't have to wait 24 hours. That's just for the stats. But any questions, you can always message us, me, Chuck, or Josh, to ask us if you know, regarding that or anything else. But yeah, we're gonna try and get back in the swing of doing this weekly again, like we used to. Everything's kind of calmed down now, so we should be good to go. And watch for our post for Toys for Tots when we're available. And yeah, we will
hopefully next week.
Yeah, hopefully next week. Probably back at the cave. So this is just a new scenery for today.
It's the holiday post edition.
It's the holiday, yes. So yeah, we'll be back at the cave next week with our cool background there. So we will see you guys then.
Have a nice week, guys.
Bye.